So NBA Game 3 is over done with, and speaking of being done with, that's what them Lakers seem like they're about to do. I don't know how y'all clean, but sometimes you might want to wipe stuff down, wash some dishes, but some of y'all might just want to sweep, and that seems like it might be happening here with them Lakers. Um, I was like, let's go ahead and get the other ones out the way because we all know what everybody's here for. I thought Orlando just settled down. I thought, I was like, it seemed like they just really just settled down. And you sort of heard it when like Paolo and Jalen Suggs talked of just like being back at home, hearing the crowd and all that other stuff. And it's sort of like how they played, where it's like some of that's like the shot they were missing, they were hitting. Their intensity was a lot higher. Uh, I was like I thought that Paulo did wasn't just making like he was playing within himself. He wasn't trying to do too much or being or just like I messed up or like he wasn't headed it with the jump shot really as much. Like it's like cool. He made his move of like I'm going to get my shot instead of a couple times in the previous game. It just looked like he was like, should I shoot it now? Nobody come and get it. I'll shoot it. The defense got up onto me. Whether he made the first move. Um, yeah, and I was like, and also too, you also got the guards to play a whole lot better versus the other side of it where they didn't play as high. And then once they got up on them, they were pretty much over after that. It was a wrap. I was like, they never was able to come back. I was like, yeah. So, but this is a series I think this is gonna wane back and forth. I was like, it just sucks when you're down like 0-2. That's like now you got to spend much energy. Where it's like Cleveland, they could just get the next game. They're pretty much in the driver's seat the whole time. Um, I like the Knicks and the 76ers. To me, it was really all about mainly MB. Got to give props to the guy that decides to go out there and score 50 on a bum leg. Even though everybody was out here doing, I was like MB was on some recklessness. From the Draymond Green kick to the pull down and all the other stuff, but I guess it got them going or whatever. It gets the people going. Um, it just seemed like a B was just he was just on one. He was just on he was on fire on 2K, whatever you want to say. Um, and also too, they just it's almost like even though he wasn't, I was like he was killing a lot of the perimeter, but it's also like y'all are way too small to do anything about it. He would just shoot it over people like it was nothing. Um, no, he was going off, and I was like, "You got a good game from Maxi." I was like, Oubre decided to actually, get the time. It was a point. Karen Payne was over here is like a good bit of the rotation. Jalen Brunson, I was like, even though he had to take a whole bunch of shots, but he had to because I was like nobody else really stepped up, and so he got his scoring game on, even though might have been at the efficiency that people wanted. But the Knicks, especially if Mr. Robinson gonna be out, they don't. I was like, don't get me wrong, President Shua can, but he hadn't been playing in this series. But he'll just be another big body to throw at Embiid. But if you get this from Embiid, I think it's good. I was like, I still can't even say. I was like, I still can't really just because when the Knicks has won the last couple games with Brunson playing bad, but everybody else stepping up. They lost this game where Brunson has stepped up, but everybody else did. But on the other hand, the 76ers is really Embiid Maxi's show. Tobias Harris gave them like 9 points. I think if he did 9, something stupid that is like ridiculous. He shouldn't be. Uh, Batum and Buddy Hill ain't giving you nothing. At least Batum's out here playing defense. I'll give him that over Buddy Hill, who just seems to be a body. Uh, and that's why I don't know about the Sixers, and why it's sort of hard to fill out this. This one feels hard, different than the Orlando Cleveland game, because I was like, I feel like the Orlando Cleveland game they got at least. I was like, to me, it's you could be like guards and big men, and that's how you can sort of figure out the game. This one is just like, who are the collection of people, especially when it's like Embiid is not 100%. Nick's got like Randall and Mitchell now possibly gone. Uh, Cause it's like if you're expecting Embiid to give 50 all the time, but if he gives you 30, it's like somebody else got to give you. Two people got to give you a collection of like 15, or one person, just, or three give you like a good collection of 15 or 20. Like you got to match them, and I was like, you don't know what you're gonna get out of that series. All right, so Lakers and Nuggets, and I swear I was watching this game more so with I was like, the NFL draft was going on during all these games too, so it's like holding it in, looking at this, going back, looking back, looking back, looking back. Uh, I will say that the Lakers, as soon as they started going up early in the game, I was like, I was like, I'll keep you all, but I'm about to look at this NFL draft, even though there's nothing to really watch on there. You can really listen to the NFL draft just because I'm like, oh, you're doing this early in the game means not a damn thing, nothing. There ain't nothing I'm getting from this. If this was like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I'd be like, okay, they got something here. This early in the game, no, not at all. And I don't know. I was like, they went up, but then it's like Charles, like I heard Charles say, like they didn't have like a sense of urgency to that like that. But to me, I feel like they got tight. I feel like it's one of the things where it's like they went up and they've been doing it like the last couple games that it don't matter anymore. You're just like, cause now you're like, oh, you tighten up where you're like, we gotta keep this lead. We gotta. I don't know what we gotta do. And I was like, the gameplay wasn't too bad until it wasn't. Uh, I was like, Porter been killing them all series. Aaron Gordon killed him in this game with like 27, like 14 or something like that. Jokic got his numbers that I was like his numbers. I was like look good, and everybody, he hadn't really been playing great. He been playing good, but he been playing great. He been missing a lot of shots as well too. He just I was like, but he's at a level that he could dictate the game where it's like yeah he might miss like 5 of these jump shots. Then he go get 3 buddies, and then next thing you know he can hit 2 mid range shots. So I was like he, and the funny thing is that it's with this series is that he's playing basically against the guy that was that like LeBron was that where Jokic always plays his own pace. He does what he wants to do, triple double, all this other stuff. Whereas like LeBron's and like no matter what the team is, he's so good that it gives them all boost at exp boost points and some shit like that. And that's sort of how LeBron used to be. That was like LeBron was in the prime. It's like it didn't matter who was around LeBron. Everybody just got elevated, no matter what. Oh, we're struggling. It doesn't matter. LeBron about to turn to LeBron and change the whole thing. That's what Jokic is. Jokic is just kind of like, okay, that's fine. Okay, all right. And then he turns it on. Except for he got way better talent in a lot of those cases. They haven't been able to stop Porter at all. I was like, and it seemed like they was like trying to make a decision, and Aaron Gordon basically he was the one that you F around to find out. Where it's like, I'll leave him by himself. Okay, all right, cool. You didn't know I used to lead Orlando by myself. Like uh, I will say that, and also too, some of those like D'Angelo Russell, you got the disappeared act from him. He could hit nothing. Uh, and also Reeves they showed 22 points, but those are hollow. He hit like 2 6. I was like 2 3-pointer. Then a cut like towards the end where it's like they wasn't gonna make a comeback. So you think about it, he really had like 15 points. Like, and also too, it gets me bad too that the way he shoots when it's sort of like that type of game where it's like I just need to heave shots, I need to do this, I need to do that. He plays so much more relaxed, and they go in, and it's just like, and that's the problem with the Lakers that played against Denver is that they they are too in their head about the shots they have to take because they know like if I miss a shot, this is just different going back and forth. This is just, I was like you could tell like that stuff is in their head. Uh, I also say it's too late now to sort of make these adjustments or whatever. I mean, maybe we'll see. I don't understand why they haven't gone big, and by that I mean Jackson Hayes, Anthony Davis, LeBron, and then you can have D'Lo or Reeves or something like that, or any of the other guards or whatever. The reason I say that is because the Nuggets are playing big. I was like Murray 6'3", Caldwell Pope 6'5", and then you go straight to Porter that's 6'10", Aaron Gordon 6'10", Nikola 7 feet, and I'm like, if you had Jackson Hayes there, I was like, I'm not saying like he's like a world beater, he'll stop Jokic and nothing like that, but I'm like with him and Anthony Davis there, one you can spare Anthony Davis now, he could be the side help, and Jackson, hey, look, do your best. We're not helping you. Your ass get fouled up. You just get fouled up, but we can spare you, kind of thing. But also, if you do have AD or Jokic, I was like Jackson Hayes. See, Jackson Hayes is also athletic enough to also be with Aaron Gordon and also Nikola Jokic. Aaron Gordon's not bombing away from threes like the rest of them, so you don't have to constantly stay on him. You just need to know where he's at. Uh, I was like, I get that. Maybe if Vanderbilt was there, that's probably maybe what they'll do is like. But but to me, I was like, at least Jackson Hayes, I think it's a little bit more of a finisher going to the basket for lobs and stuff that Jared Vanderbilt is just there. And they don't play Christian Woods like that, I was like once again, Christian Wood wasn't being a stop none of them. But I was like, I think him scoring and his shooting might at least be worth having on the court if he wasn't hurt. I was like, if that was possible. But I don't know why they just don't go big with Jackson Hayes. I'm like not like DeAndre plays really that much. They go small anyway when they take off Jokic. I was like, you could afford to do the same thing with Rui and Anthony Davis or Rui and Jackson Hayes or uh I was like, you could go small with them. Hell, it might actually even up some stuff too. But I was like, that way LeBron also can match up with Porter. Cause Porter's not running around like Steph. That's not what he's doing. I was like, but he's able to just shoot over everybody. There's no contesting there. Um, but yeah, no, it's too late for any of that stuff. So this is knocking on deaf's ear. Even though last year I was like, they had a build up so I could play it a lot better than just be your first round matchup. But I pointed out Lonnie Walker play it a lot earlier, and they did, and hey, it worked at least for a couple games, not the whole series, but we know how it went. But hey, anyway, that was the NBA games, game 3. Everybody else got a shot to redeem themselves. I was like, the Heat won a game, the Sixers won a game, Indiana won a game. I was like, Orlando won a game. Guess who did win a game? And who's gonna get that? I mean, don't get me wrong. Some other teams might join them. I was like, we'll see what Phoenix does. They might be out here being on that Mr. Clean as well too. So we'll see. Anyway, until next time, peace. I'm out.